Hello, hello. Welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me and sticking with me and just being so supportive and encouraging on this journey. Okay, so it's the same day as the last video. I was sitting here distressing our little notebook, and so what did I do with it? I have the little weed eater string cutter thingy. I'm hoping that Mark ends up with another one of these because I think I'm dulling it. Well, I know I am when I do stuff like this to a piece of paper. But oh my gosh, I am loving this. It is super tattered and grungy. And one thing I'm liking about the way that it is kind of like shredding, I guess, is it actually looks like there's more pages in this than what there really are. This, I kind of tried to tear it and grunge it a little bit more. I did add a little bit of glue so that it lays to this side because I didn't want it to cover and it wasn't wanting to stay in the in there. So what I'm thinking I might do is actually just continue to rough it up as I work on it and just wear it, because as you wear it, it softens it and really gives it some aged feel. So in tatting the edges, all of this is the fuzz off of this. And I know I've told you a lot of times that if you're going to do something like this, make sure it's in an area that you don't mind the mess, because I mean, it's off of the board, it's on my lap, it's on the floor, so I'm going to have to sweet talk Mark into running the vacuum for me. A public service announcement is don't be watching TV when you're trying to trim, because you might inadvertently go on your knuckle like I did. Luckily, I felt it before it actually cut, because I'm sitting here watching TV, la la la, and distressing my edges there. So don't be a Jody. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you. I am going to see if, oh, I also put another layer of glue on the outside of this. You'll see that the brown isn't as prevalent, but here's what was happening. The distress ink wasn't drying the way I wanted it to. And so what I may do is I may go over it with like some archival ink and see, you know, how I like that. We'll see. I don't know yet if that's something that I'm going to do. Now see how that's going to look. It is going to be so cool when it's done, but it just looks like all those edges are just super aged and gross and gritty, and I didn't want the edges to be all even. I wanted it to be like super worn, and part of doing this makes it look like this little notebook had been used a lot, and I'm working it and bending it and just really trying to play with it. Entirely too much time on one piece, in my opinion. However, it's coming out cool and I love it. And the whole point of doing this Creep in July Crafty haul project is because it's going to make me happy. So I'm just going to continue on with this and then I will be back later. Okay, so it's a couple days later. Today's actually the 1st, so I've got to get to getting here with this. On her, I did some of the crackle around it, so I want to try to get some ink in that, or at least grunge it up a little bit without damaging, because I have the inkjet printer, so you can't get it wet like you can a laser jet. I am looking at all these bits and I'm realizing that honestly, I don't know that this piece itself is going to work. So I have to come up with a different plan, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to take this all apart. I'm still going to use this. But see, I've got like the grounds, I've got, you know, images, I've got this notebook that we made. So I don't think this is going to work. And now like Tracy's first video is out and I'm like, oh, I love that. So I really want to get this bit done so that I can move on to the next bit. But I haven't figured that out yet. I just can't wrap my head around that particular piece, and I don't really know why. I mean, this is glued in here, and I absolutely love it. And I was thinking, well, I could glue these like this, or pin them, clip them, whatever. But because once it's closed, they'll tuck under here. It would be fine. But it's just not big enough. But because of the size of the ephemera pieces and stuff, I'm struggling with that. Because I was not really intending to make a full-on journal for this, but I don't know. I really like the story. I really like the images and all the ephemera. So I am kind of in a pickle. I don't mean to be. I feel like so indecisive, but I want this to be a lot of fun. I don't want to stress about it, so I need to stop stressing about it. One thing I could do, which just occurred to me, is I could add like a pocket here. And so, yes. Okay, I know I'm not saying anything, but that's okay. You'll be able to follow me once I start cutting and getting through it. And it literally just came to me because I was brainstorming with you. So thank you for allowing me to do that. It really helps me when I talk through the ideas and kind of get a clue what I want to do. So I think on this particular side, I can cut a pocket piece to be about, because see, I don't want to get into this score line here. So what I'm trying to do is just kind of eyeball this. And so I think if I cut this panel at 4 3/4, let's see what that looks like. And we'll hold it there. But I think that will give me some options to do what I'm wanting to do, but didn't allow for when I first started making this piece. Hopefully it will come together and make sense for us as we're getting here. So, oh, the piece that I did the crackle paste on was an epic fail. It is actually in the bin. I did cut some holes out of it for the policy closure. Let's see, I can reach it. So it just didn't crackle like that piece actually looks pretty cool. So I may tear that out and use it somewhere. But the grit is not sticking to it. It didn't really crackle like I wanted it to. So I just punched some bits out of it, and I'm just calling it an experiment because, you know, it is what it is. I can't fix it. So yeah, if I do that, we open this up, that's going to be a pocket here, and then we can put a pocket on this side. So let me get that done and attached. And one thing with the size, no, that's not the word. With the color of going with black, it doesn't really allow for me to you know, stencil in distress and all of that, like maybe I would have if I had gone with a brown one, but that's okay. I don't mind. I am really enjoying this. And since Tracy's video is out today, and I've been watching all of the wonderful creations in her Facebook group, it's been a lot of fun. And because this is kind of, I don't know, there's something about the story and the connection I have to it because of the house that I live in. I just think it's a really fun and interesting thing. And I have to like go to the county here, and get the stuff printed out that I need to make the book for this house that I want to make. And I can't drive, so I can't go down there. So I'm hoping maybe when my mother-in-law is here at the end of July and early August, maybe then we'll be able to, maybe she could go with me if that's something she'd be interested in doing, and help me chase all that down and get the copies made. I have all of the page numbers in the books. Like, I've done all of the homework already, but we didn't have any money with us when we were down there to go ahead and get them copied. So that's going to be an interesting project. So actually, I think some of the pieces from this are, they're just speaking to me that way. Like, you're figuring out who lived there and what happened and all of that stuff. And I just think it's so cool. Oh yeah, so see, that can tuck in there now. And then we'll open this up. Yeah, I really like that. I'm happier with that. And this guy, who do I want? I want this guy to be Ernest, right? That's what we said. Like, will that fit there? No, because that's going to poke out. I mean, I could cut it and it could fit, but I definitely want him to be earnest. So he could actually go there. Oh, he could, nope, I'm just kidding. I know what I'll do with him. What did I do with those? I have some really cool old clips. But because this is his little book, hold on, I have to go roll across the room. Okay, so my friend sent me these, and I haven't used any of them because I hoard them because they're like from the 40s, I want to say she told me. I haven't even opened them because I hoard them so much. But they're cool little clips, and I don't have them rusted or anything like that, so I'll have to roll over to the other room and see if I have any of the darker, like alcohol ink or anything. But I think we want to clip him in there. Oh, those are tight little clips. That's all right. So now he'll be in there with that cool little clip on there. Oh, I like that a lot. But it is bright and shiny. I do have some little Tim Holtz paper clips that are super cute that are in some of the older colors that I could use. But I don't know. Maybe we'll switch it out. But I like that. But he needs his name label. And I think we'll do it in this color, and we'll just age it a little bit. I might have to print another one out. I think I need more of his name. We need more name labels so we can use these throughout. I think that would be really cool. So, Tracy, if you watch this and you want to make a freebie, some name labels, and maybe some labels that would coincide with the story would be really cool. I mean, I know that there's the daily things in the kit, but I think that would be a great addition on some of the ephemera pieces to have like some cool little nameplates. I like that. And I'm going to move that down just a little bit, and I'm just going to glue that on there. Now, I'm trying not to embellish too much on these pieces because I don't want them to be super big, but I like it. So, okay. So we're gonna put that there. All right. So I hope everybody's doing well. I think I said that already in the beginning, but I filmed the intro segment, like the first 3 minutes or whatever, was a couple days ago. I haven't been back in here. Yesterday we went down and had lunch with my spiritual mom, and so that took up most of the day, and by the time we got back I was really tired just from being in the car for so long and just that outing. Oh, now those are kind of cool. They're too big. No. Here, maybe we'll just use one of these. And I'm going to tell myself it's not because I'm trying to hoard the other clip, it's because I want this particular color. I want that color. Okay, so that's that. And then I had some ideas for the other pieces too. I don't know. Over here, I have a pile of like dies. I got into my dies and was looking for some that I could utilize with this because, you know, letters were mailed and stuff like that. So, oh goodness, that was really tight. So I think, yeah, I like that better. The color is more appropriate, I think. Okay, so that's going to go in there. Okay, we have the image of this house, which was why I was getting into the dies, and I want to cut some card for this picture. I think it's more square than rectangular. I hope so that it will work. We're gonna make it work, yeah. So I'm going to do that. And then the next one, I don't think that's gonna make it big enough, but that one's too big. So we're gonna make it work. So what I'm going to do is use my piece here and just cut something. Okay, so 3 1/4. So let's just go like 3 1/2. Hopefully I do this right, and then this black piece that's left will give me a piece that we can work with as well. My nose is just, I'm sorry if I sniffle, and I'm sorry if it's bothersome to you. My nose is running like crazy. I was sitting outside watching the squirrels, and man, I was sneezing and just a mess. And Mark's like, "Are you okay?" Like, yeah, I'm taking my allergy medicine, but where is it? Here it is. I don't really like this washi tape, so I use it a lot for this, but it looks like I'm getting low on it, so. All right, I want this to be straight for sure. Okay, and then this one, well, let's get a second piece of tape on that on the bottom so it's not trying to shift on us. So today's June 1st, I said, and so we know we want to go back to Key West this winter, and our friends are going to go back too, but they've changed the kind of the thing on base down there. I think I talked about that a little bit. So we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to get dry camping, and oh, what a fiasco trying to create my username and password, and I actually had to call support because it would not take any password. I swear I tried 20 different passwords. Oh my gosh, I have zero patience for that. And I mean, zero. Mark came in and he was like, I don't even know what he said, but I can tell you that he backed out of the room very quickly. Poor guy. He didn't even say anything wrong, but I was like just super frustrated. But anyway, so I had to call support to get help on the stinking thing. But I got it figured out, and they only have December open, and so I was like trying to get in. So I got December 30th and 31st, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get anything in January on July 1st. So hopefully, since I finally got the figuring out how to do the password, I can get in easier and in time and get a spot. But like our one friend, they don't want to camp without hookups and power and electric. I think I've told you guys that before. And anyway, and so they are getting a new RV, I guess, and so they are going to try to dry camp with us. And so Mark and I don't mind dry camping. I've told you that before too. And the other friend said they are making some changes to their rig so that they can more easily, oh, that's okay, more easily dry camp. I know what I did. I didn't put that on and off my skin to make it so it wouldn't stick. But anyway, so she said they're going to try it. So I'm excited about that. And so that'll be a lot of fun. So it'll be good to meet back up with the friends that we made down there last year. So it'll be awesome. You know, I tore that a little bit, but that's okay. That's just an opportunity to fix it and get creative with a fix. Okay. So hopefully, dun, 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 this is going to be the right size. It'll work. No, it won't work. Crapola. I can make it work. I'll ink around it. I will ink around it. And the reason I'm saying that is because I can see a little bit of white around that edge, but that's okay. Because this is super old, right? And it's going to have had some damage and just been put away somewhere for a long time. I'm going to trim, please don't fall, this down around the edges. I almost feel frantic because I feel like I'm super late getting in here, and it's totally fine. But I'm just like, it's the first, I'm behind. I didn't get going as quickly as I had intended today, but Mark had stuff that he needed to do this morning. So it just kind of put, I don't know. And then like I said, I was super frustrated trying to book that this morning, and it just threw me off. And I'm tired from the outing yesterday too, but it's okay. I mean, did I do that? No, I just moved it. But it's fine. It's all good. And now I'm up here and I get to play, and so it's totally fine. Okay, so now I can't even see the white because that scorched timber is the right color and exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to trim. I'm going to go ahead and trim these and just go ahead and ink around all four sides because I want to I have to have room to glue that frame on. Ugh. This scorched timber is kind of a crazy color. It almost has like I don't know, it's almost like a greenish brown. It's really cool, but it's different for sure. Okay, so there's that. Now, one other thing I wanted to do is I have this bag here, and I never do stuff like this, so we're gonna do it today. I'm going to tear it open and hopefully not demolish it. I was trying to figure out a way that I could heat emboss on, just like make a because I don't have mica, and I tried Tracy's mica thing and my tape is not cooperating for it. So anyway, I was hoping I could figure out a way to make some like clear embossing sheets that I could crack and use that like glass. I don't know if it's going to work though. So I'll just be moving on along and not fussing with that today. Mark keeps saying, you need to go outside. And I'm like, I know, but I'm telling you, trying not to be having a defeatist attitude today. Trying. So, does anybody have any fun summer trips planned this year? Like, we don't. I mean, we do. We're going to Wisconsin. Oh, that is not going to work. And I think we are, well, there's no thinking. I know. We are, oh, I know what we could do. Okay. We are not going to go to Wisconsin in the fall. So we're just going to alter our trip a little bit in that aspect. And that's okay. I understand, but it just changes the plan a little bit. Do I have any alcohol ink? I don't know if I do. I know I don't think I have the colors that I'm wanting, and that's kind of I did that on the fold because that piece had a fold in it, and now it's going to give me a problem. All right, make sure the glue is not, yeah, I don't want that on the inside necessarily because it's going to show and be weird, but it might not be bad if it does show, because then it's just going to make that look more authentically old, I think. Maybe. You need to, what I'm going to have to do is when I glue this down is just clip it. So hopefully that'll stay straightened up. Trying to just keep my glue to the edge, so hopefully it won't seep into my window for my picture. Hopefully. It's absolutely beautiful here today. So I was watching the squirrels. It was so funny. I was talking to my brother the other day, and he's like, are you sure they're red squirrels? And I said, no, I don't think so. And then, so then I was like Googling it and trying to look them up. And then it said that they were pine squirrels, because red squirrels have the big tufty ears. Did I tell you guys this already? Anyway, and I was like, oh, you're right. They're not like red squirrels. And then the next day I was trying to look up like their breeding habits, how often, how many litters and stuff like that they have a year. And they actually are red squirrels. The big tufted ear red squirrels they're called Eurasian red squirrels, where we have the American red squirrel. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry, and hopefully that will stay down enough for us and not... Okay, set that aside to dry, clean up this mess, and I will be back. Oh my goodness, I'm already at 24 minutes and I feel like we haven't even done much, but we did. We fixed a problem and we have our little picture of Crafty Hall. And since I don't have just a little label, thank you, that's the word, I am going to just cut it out of the digital kit, oh my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with my words today. They are just not coming. Tracy's got her logo down here with the name of the kit, and so I'm going to use that to label the picture. Try not to dump my bin of ephemera everywhere. Like, that would be so bad.
And it doesn't have to be, I mean, it's old but it's like it's typed typewriter, and that was the effect that I wanted. Oh, I don't need of on there. That would make no sense for labeling the house. So we are going to just have a little nameplate at the bottom of the picture. Okay, so that is going to be so fun. So I think what I will do is just finish getting my bits made and the pockets loaded for this. Then when I come back, I'll show you what I did. And then I'll come back again and do the video for day 1, or at least start. I don't think I'm going to release a video every single day, because that would be a lot, and I'm not an actual contributor on this, so I don't think that would work. But I think it would be nice to at least kind of share the journey and the process. And so oh, I like it. I like that a lot. So I think what we'll do is we'll maybe make a couple of pockets across here, and that will allow for tucking some bits in. We'll have our pictures in here. We'll be able to put the picture or the map of the lower Crafty, and then go from there. So I will play with this a little bit. Then when I come back, hopefully this piece will be done and we can move on to, where is it? Is this day 1? Yeah, we can move on to day 1 in the next video. Oh my goodness, I think it's so cute. So cute. So there is this case solved here. I think we may add at some point. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and add it. I thought I was done. But this, I mean, technically the case is solved, but I have to remember context for like the story and where we are and stuff like that. So I'm going to just go ahead and, yeah, there's some things that I could have done differently if I had had a lighter color background, but it's okay. I'm really enjoying this. I think it's a lot of fun. So case is solved. We just got the sticker slapped on there. Hold it for a second. I can't get my pen and my glue. And I am wearing my glasses. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think I tied my little tag on here backwards, but I am not undoing it. All right, so on the front, we have our little Crafty Hall CPI 374 with our little brads. That's what's holding it on there. Not really. They're just, you know, you can see them, but anyway. And then I have this little tag on the tie with our case solved. And then, let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in here we have our little notebook, and I said letter received, relayed to binders. I will be in area Tuesday. Be sure to bring tape, camera, tripod, flash bulbs, thermograph. So I just put a little bit of a note in there, and then he's just paper clipped because that's his ID card. And I may end up stamping like ID with a number on here. I am going to do that. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I had just done these stamps, moved them, because I like knew what I had. So, and on him, he is not really big, so I want to get my, oh, he's gonna be this number, and I need to have some black also. Okay, so we need agent. Let's see. Agent. I'm just fussy inky. Oh, I could, you know what? I could use this one. I just won't use all of those numbers, and then it would be fine. Yeah, so put that back. And then this one, he's our main guy. I hope I don't stamp this upside down. Like, wouldn't that be my luck? Okay, just did some of those stamped on there, and then wipe it off. It's kind of nice to just be playing and not have like a particular end game in mind. I mean, I do have kind of an end game, but I'm just going to see like where the story leads me with the pieces that we have, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, hopefully this isn't going to be too big and I don't mess him up. Like, wouldn't that be something? Ernest Brundle. We're going to just go like right there. Agent Ernest Brundle. I'm probably out of screen. Sorry. Well, I thought maybe I could. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to line that up and needed that in my line of sight. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. And it looks vintage on there. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now there was another agent stamp. I don't know why I'm so winded. I'm so sorry if that's conveying in the video and it's loud. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just the allergies, like I said, from being outside or whatever. Uh-oh, I've lost a stamp. Where's my big 5? There it is. Yeah, I have to do something different with these. Okay, and then this one had an Agent 1929 on it. So, who's Agent 1929? I want that to dry. All right, so then in here, what I did was I cross-stapled our map in the corner. It would be nice if I had rusty staples, but I don't. And you open that up, and then there's our picture of Crafty Hall. In here, we have Dorothy Blakely, okay? And I don't think she's going to get stamped with an agent number. I think I'm going to leave her be. And Carl needs some color. So Mr. Carl is going to be agent number 1929. And then that will use up these 2 agent stamps. And I do wish I had a third one. Maybe I'll come up with something. I probably should have stamped the red first. Okay. All right. So just ink that with my red and black, and we're going to go Agent 1929 right there in the corner. Let that set for a second. Come off there. Oh, yes. I love it. Okay. So, oh, let's not make a mess. I got to get some baby wipes. I got to put them on my grocery list. Okay. So now he is stamped, and I want to make sure it's good and dry. I don't want it to smear when we put that in the pocket. Same with Mr. Brundle. So they are going to dry, and I'll put this back together when I'm done. And then, so on the inside, I didn't do anything here. I wasn't sure. At some point, I may end up adding something, maybe some ephemera bits. I don't have those all cut up yet. Then we have our story here. So super fun, super cool. I really love it. And I appreciate you guys being with me today and joining me. And hopefully you have enjoyed I'll say this is going to be the 2-part for the case file. That's what I'll label the other one. I'll get these both uploaded and go from there. But I love these. Like, oh, you know what? If I cut a little hat out and put that on him, that would be so cute. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But it's been really fun because watching the Facebook group and seeing all the creativity. And I think that it's kind of a general theme that seeing everybody's posts and stuff that they're making, it's kind of like creativity is breeding creativity. It's super cool. It is a lot of fun. So I'm really enjoying it and super glad that that this was the freebie stuff here that I'm working with. And then, like I said, I've been fussy cutting stuff for, I feel like, days to get all the bits for the actual kit cut. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But anyway, it's just a lot of fun. If you haven't listened to the story, I do encourage you to go check it out. Tracy's got the story on her YouTube channel. It's about, I think it's like 30 minutes or so, the story is, but it's really cool. It is creepy. It's not gory or anything like that. It's just creepy, gives a good creep factor, but it does have a happy ending, just so you know. But I'm not going to tell you anything else, but go listen to it. So even if you're not going to participate or follow along, then at least maybe it would give you a little bit of context as far as what I'm doing. And then we'll go from there. I do still have to figure out my Christmas in July stuff. So if there's like a style of something that you would like me to make, please let me know. Again, I am not going to make an enormous journal this time. I just don't think that I want to do an enormous journal. I also don't think I want to do a folio because I've done done that. I've done the big Santa one. I've done regular journals. So I was trying to think maybe like an accordion style journal, which would be practice for something else that I need to do. So just kind of let me know if you have any thoughts or ideas on that. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I think this is going to be so much fun, working through this month and these kits. And I have to clean up my desk and get stuff kind of situated and figure out how I'm going to do this project. But for right now, I think I'm just going to make the ephemera bits to start with, and then hopefully it will evolve and tell me what it wants to be, or you give me input. But you can give me input on this. You can also, I would really like input on the Christmas in July project. If there is something that you would like to see me make, I would really appreciate your feedback. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.